Hello and welcome to another edition of Sikhs in Media with me, Juggy Sohal. It's a show where I interview a variety of Sikh talent in the media industry, and today I have with me 4 British Asian female bloggers. Their blog has featured interviews with the likes of BBC Asia Network's Noreen Khan, Miss North India plus size finalist Sikh Channel, to name a few, and they've got a growing following of over 3,000 on social media. I'm here with Tanisha, Amani, Jasmine and Kieran, British Bindi girls. How you all doing?
Good, thank you.
Did you like that intro? I thought I'd do like an X Factor style Sikh Channel intro for you. Yeah? So today I'm the 5th member of British Bindi.
Yeah. Well, you have to pass the test first.
Oh, I have to pass the test. Yeah, what is, that is the boomerang test,
You're going to take a good selfie.
Okay, a good selfie. Okay, we'll see about that afterwards then, right? So I want to start off, just firstly, how do you guys all know each other? How do you guys all come together?
So it all started off with me.
Founding member right here.
Yeah, founder right here. No, we're all friends from school. So myself, Omni, Kieran, all friends from high school. And then Kieran, I actually met in university. We had mutual friends at first, and we became really close. Went to Manchester together, partying it up.
Yeah.
And I invited Omni and Jasmine to university to go out as well, and we all just made friends from there. And we all just kept in contact. And after university, we went to the gym and so on, and we just got close from there, really.
Oh, nice.
Haven't we been inseparable ever since?
We have, yes.
I crashed the group, basically.
You crashed the group.
High school friends.
No, that's nice. You guys seem like you've got a good, solid friendship. So, and before we get into British Bindi and what it's about, I was speaking to my mum this morning. She goes, who are you interviewing today? I was like, some bloggers. She goes, Kia. So can you please explain what a blog is and what bloggers do?
I think a blog is just expressing yourself in a written form on the internet, and because the internet has just grown and grown and things are just so different. And the beauty of a blog is anyone can do one. You can have blogs, beauty blogs, British Asian blogs, fitness blogs. So a blog is just people just deciding. It can be by yourself or a group deciding to share something on the internet, and anyone can do it.
Yeah. So it's almost like reporting, isn't it? You're reporting on kind of different events in your life and what you're experiencing.
It's more of a personal thing, like a personal blog, isn't it? It's a personal diary that you kind of share.
Yeah. So it's not so personal.
Sometimes it's personal, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't have to be personal, but it's something that you feel an audience could relate to.
Okay. And I love the name. We were talking about the name just before off air. So how did the name come about and how did the blog come about?
The name was a bit of a long process to come up with.
Ideas, and
we literally had a meeting. We had a meeting at my house and we thought, let's film this because it would be quite funny to watch. So we had it all recorded, and we were coming up with words that would represent our British side, what would represent our Desi side. So we came up with loads of examples like this. We came up with Haldi contouring.
Which is weird.
These two.
I'm gonna Kieran.
And then it was a big thing then to put on your face for a face mask, and we're like,
oh, is this actually a thing? Is it?
Yeah, you
Have you not read my Haldi mask blog?
No, I missed that one. Down.
So we were coming up with loads of different names, and then we finally agreed on one, which was British Bangles. So we had that for about 2 weeks. But then we all met up and were like, we sound like a band. We sound like a music band. Maybe we should change that. And by that time, we'd already bought the domain. We'd already paid for everything.
We had the logo with the bangles overlapping.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had the idea.
We didn't create it.
And then from that, I remember this. Tanisha and Jasmine were sitting on one sofa. Me and Kieran were sitting on another. And whilst we were trying to change British Bangles to British Bindi, because that's what we all agreed on, I said to Kieran, okay, we don't want to get this wrong. So let's practice with a different domain just to make sure we've got the procedures right. And we ended up buying BritishPig.com.
Stuck with it, weren't we?
So we actually own.
So that is yours, yeah?
BritishPig.com.
Well, I think it's expired now.
Yeah,
hopefully.
That could be a future blog. You never know. You could expand.
Because we put www.british And then we just looked at each other and we're like, well, let's not use Bindi just in case it goes wrong. So we randomly just put pig. And then it was like, you are now proud owners of British Pig. And we just looked at Jasmine and Tanisha and we were like, oh my God, how are we going to tell them that we just...
And how did the blog come about? Like, what made you all decide to do a blog, and together as well?
So it all started off with, we were all at the gym and we were just discussing our careers that we'd just come back from university. And we all started working in marketing.
Right.
So within that career field, we thought, well, what's the best way that we can enhance our skills in marketing? You know, maybe we should start writing our own blogs, maybe we should start making our own videos, maybe we should start doing X, Y, Z. And it kind of grew from there. And it ended up becoming such a passion of ours, a hobby, something that brought us together. Every week we have British Bindi meetings.
Oh, nice.
And it's just a way that we can sit together, talk about our problems, our issues, experiences that we're noticing from other British Asians. And it's nice that we have a social channel as well, and it's part of us now.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you guys do solely focus on British Asian, because I feel like that's really reaching out to what you guys know about as well, because being British Asian females. So you promote a lot of kind of upcoming talent in there. Was it kind of an active decision to go down the British Asian route? Like, what spurred on that decision?
I think we kind of looked at it that it's not as talked about as much as mainstream media.
Yeah.
And we wanted a space where it can be talked about and celebrated. Sometimes the celebrations aren't always talked about. You know, the females who are doing great in the industry aren't always like in the spotlight. So we wanted to bring it to our readers, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, you do kind of promote a lot of females, British Asian female talent on your blog. You know, Pam Kaur, Ramit Sandhu, recently you've done an interview with her.
Yeah.
Like, is that important to you, like empowering other females in the industry?
I think as women, we naturally feel drawn to doing that. I think we want to celebrate all British Asians.
Yeah.
It's important to celebrate the men
female
as well.
and male,
Yeah.
but we are drawn to more female because we
Just
feel
'cause
like
we can
we
relate
relate
to them,
more to them at the
Yeah.
moment. But we are starting to branch out to more male people as well. So we have a few things in the works at the moment.
Okay, well, I'm here, yeah.
Well, never really started off with us saying we're going to start British Bindi focusing on British Asian females. That was never the sole aim of this. And again, like Tanisha said, we don't want to just go down that one path. We want to support women because we want to be a voice out there for them. But we do want to venture out we want to reach our whole target audience.
But it happened naturally, like,
it naturally
Like
grew
we
into
didn't really
women.
have a plan, did we? Like, oh, this could be our audience. We just knew that we wanted to talk about British Asian culture.
Yeah.
But we didn't really, and probably target people our age, but not necessarily females. That's just kind of the way that it kind of happened.
Yeah.
That's kind of
No, it's good.
natural
It's good.
direction
It's
we went
positive
down
though.
in,
It's all positive. So,
Yeah.
how would you describe your blog? Because obviously there's entertainment, there's more kind of interview stuff. There's a lot of scope on there. Would you describe it as a lifestyle, or how would you describe it?
Probably just all in
It's
one,
everything.
really.
It's a variety.
Yeah.
Bag.
I suppose because you've got 4 voices as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We do a lot from like personal experiences to even theatre reviews, and that's completely different.
Yeah.
So we try and cover a lot of relationships, culture.
Travelling.
Yeah, because I've seen that, because you do a lot of reviews of kind of theatre and events, like British Asian events. That obviously opened, those opportunities are open from the blog, and therefore networking with people. But a lot of people don't realise the hard work behind the scenes. Can you explain like that? Because obviously you have to send out the emails, you have to kind of get the press accreditation. So is that something that's, you actively, work at?
I think because there's 4 of us, it's quite easy to kind of spread the workload.
Yeah.
But obviously it's hard, we all work full time as well, so it's hard to kind of make time for it. But because there is 4 of us, it's a lot easier. So let's say there's a networking event, not all of us can go. 2 of us will just go. Like we went to the was it the food and drink awards, and then you get a chance to network people there. It's good opportunities.
Yeah. And you said you all got full-time jobs as well. So what do you guys all do, like, full-time?
So I'm an email marketing manager at the moment, and it's nice, it's good, it's within the industry that I enjoy. Did marketing at university, so I'm happy with that. But then doing the blog as well, it's nice to have that bit of venting to do as well. It's nice, free your mind, very therapeutic, freeing your mind, writing out some blogs, whatever's on your mind, what you're interested in. and it's something that we all enjoy as well. So it's nice to get back at home and just bam out a nice little blog to put on.
Yeah, no, definitely. How about you guys? What do you guys all do?
So I freelance at the BBC Asia Network
Okay.
as part of the production team on radio, and I do freelance marketing on the side.
Okay.
I seem to not get away from marketing, but you know, and what I really enjoy with British Bindi is like coming up with projects and ideas and working on that, and especially like video.
Yeah.
So that's what I enjoy the most.
Yeah. I do graphic design and marketing.
Okay.
So I work for an architect practice, which is even because I did graphic design at uni, but was being quite creative.
Yeah.
So
I think in the blogging you kind of have to be have that creative edge.
but
don't
yeah,
you?
it's nice to have. It's kind of something that's your own, isn't it? And something that's your passion, your interest. It's nice to have that on the side as well. Like
Yeah.
on my commute to work, I'll just like write notes for a blog. And it's quite nice to have that bit of time.
Okay. And how about you?
I'm a freelance marketer, so I was in a full-time job, but I've decided to go freelance, so I've got a different kind of schedule now in my life. And I also do script writing as well.
Oh, okay.
So I've come from a performing arts background, so I've always had that kind of creative edge, storytelling, if you like.
Yeah. So you all got the marketing, but all something different as well that adds to British Bindi. That's quite nice. That's good. And how, obviously you put out some personal posts, and how is that side, putting yourself out there? And obviously your opinions as British Bindi on social media as well. Like how's that side of things?
I think it's like we're real girls, we're real people, and our target audience is real people. We want people to be able to relate to us,
Yeah.
you know, and have an association. We're just as human as everyone else, and we go through things as well. And we want it to be a platform where people can express, and they have something that they can say is their own as well. It's not just, this site isn't just for us. This is for everyone out there to have a read and think, you know, these girls are going through this as well, or they've experienced this. I'm not alone.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really important part when we have personal posts.
Yeah. Well, that's good then. That's good that you're kind of daring to, because it's quite daring to do that, isn't it? It's quite bold, because especially with British Asians, you don't usually talk about anything a bit, you know, a bit out of the norm. So yeah, so
It can be scary when you post like a controversial post that really agrees with one idea. You think, oh, they're gonna, you know, internet trolls are going to be on there, like, how dare you? But then you've got to think that it's our voice, and it's really important to us to share it. And there's always people that aren't going to agree with you as well.
I suppose you can kind of hide it as long as you don't sign your name. Just say it to someone else.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Blame on.
And you obviously, you've got full-time work, relationships, everything that goes, social lives. How do you balance it all?
It's hard.
It is quite difficult
But
to
we
do.
manage.
Yeah, we all manage. Because there's four of us, we can, if someone's busy, we take on the workload. We tend to meet up after work, so in the evening, on weekends as well.
Yeah.
But I think because we enjoy it so much, we make the time to do it as well. We have a Facebook group that we're always messaging in. We have a WhatsApp group, so every single day we're in contact about the blog. We're always discussing blog event issues, what we want to do next. Can someone update the Facebook page? We're always like probing each other to do something to do with the blog. So I think that's how we find our way, using social media really, and our WhatsApp groups.
We also have a joint calendar.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear, that's essential then, I suppose.
We have a synchronised joint calendar where anything Kieran's doing, we know exactly where she is, who she's with, what time, anything that we're doing. You can't have that event if it's not in the calendar. That's the rule.
And there's issues as well. If you don't go into detail what you're doing on that day, there'll be a little message on your WhatsApp. So what are you doing on Thursday then? What time will you be back?
We've got a jungle party. Late, right?
Well, if it's not in the calendar,
It's not in the calendar.
Oh, it's not this.
it's the number
Your
one
brother's
rule.
jungle party. Nah, you're not going.
Sorry, you can't go over
It's even colour coordinated. So Kieran will have her own colour, Jasmine will have her own colour. If it's all of us, it's purple. If it's more than one of us, it's black. So we all know what we can invite ourselves to or not.
And if you do the wrong colour, this one.
Yes. She's like, it's not in the right colour.
Yeah.
You have to change it.
You have to have that one in the group, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what, it seems like it comes across that you work really well together and you've got like a strong friendship, which is good for the future of the blog as well. How did your family and friends react when you told them, look, we want to do blogging? Your mums and dads?
So I'm telling my mom, oh mom, yeah, I've got a blog. what's a blog? But your mum said she doesn't know how to explain to her what a blog is. She really didn't understand it. And she knows it's a big part of my life, but she still doesn't get it, got what it was. So she went to work and she must have started talking about it to her friends. And then she was like, okay, my friends explain what a blog is now. I think I have a better idea what it is. And then you just go through the blog and showing her what it is, and then they get it in the end. Yeah.
And I suppose because you guys got full-time jobs as well, they're not that worried that you just kind of, going into this area that they don't know nothing about. Is that kind of your security blanket and kind of with family in a way?
Yeah, I think the same with mine. My mum and dad have no idea what a blog is. I think maybe now a little bit, but when we first started, they're like, so what is that? My dad's like, so it's like a website. Like, yeah, you'll write a blog, but what's a blog? Like a story? I don't know how to explain it. It's really hard. But I think they have a better understanding now. But I think they get confused because like sometimes, oh yeah, we didn't interview this person, but is that a blog? And it's like, it's, I don't know.
And would the dream be to make full-time careers out of the blog? Is that the kind of goal? Is that the aim?
That would be great if we could.
Yeah. We still have some plans in the works at the moment on how we're going to actually maybe monetize the blog as well. So we're still looking into that kind of area, but it would be great to actually do this full time as well.
Yeah, because it's such a passion. Like you would just enjoy every day. Like obviously you do your jobs as well, but it's great. And it's like working with your best friends as well. It'd be great.
But it's not the traditional Indian career, is it?
No.
I think it's really not like doctor, lawyer, or something like that. You know.
Actually, we have a blog on that.
I'm going to read that one.
But my mom, she doesn't understand what blog is. She doesn't understand what a blog is either. But she thinks that every time we have a BB meeting or we're going to go and do an interview, Mum, we're going to go and film this, or we had a really good response from XYZ, she just thinks I'm socialising with the girls because that's what it looks like. But it's like, Mum, we're actually working. And she's like, how? But you're with your friends all the time, and it seems like we're always doing these really fun things, that we're going to the theatres together, we're going out, filming, having interviews, we're meeting cool people. And she's just like, I don't think she understands. Exactly, like, it just doesn't seem like you're working. But you want to have a job that you enjoy, and I think that's why we continue with British Bindi and why we love it so much.
Yeah. And what about as British Asian females, 20s, in your 20s, I'm going to say 20s to be safe, it comes with a lot of pressure? Because obviously there's, pressures from parents for like marriage and all that, and kind of getting on that career ladder as well, progressing. How do you guys cope with all that side of things?
We have each other, that's what we love about British Bindi. We have a space where we can vent that stuff, especially like marriage and career. But we have each other, so if we're feeling down about something, we'll talk about it, and someone will be like, "There's a blog in that. There's a blog." We always say that.
You're like noting it down.
Chances are, someone out there is going to feel exactly the same about, like, marriage, career, feeling like things aren't moving the right way, and it's okay to feel like that. And we hope that the blog shows that as well. Like, it's okay.
Do you guys get it as well though? You go to a wedding and they're like, when's your turn? When's your turn? I get that at least 4 times. And I'm like, girls get it way more, so.
Yeah, like you're next.
You can't even say that you're too young now, because you're not too young. That was the excuse at first. No, I'm too young, no, early 20s.
She's still studying.
Yeah, I'm still studying, but I'm not studying and I'm not too young. So.
And you have a job, you have a career.
Exactly. It's just that one missing puzzle.
That's a blog in it. Excuses to say to your parents.
There's a blog in that.
Yeah, there you go.
You're nearly on our team.
Nearly.
Not quite there.
Almost there.
Not quite there yet, yeah. So a lot more Sikhs are pursuing creative careers. Why do you think that is the case now? Do you think there's just more opportunity out there?
I think it's maybe like having freedom, like
less pressure.
Yeah, I think like when my parents were my age, it's kind of like you have to do this, you have to get married by a certain age. It's kind of rules are kind of set. Whereas my parents, like when I went to university, like do what you enjoy.
Yeah.
And because I enjoy design, it's not the most. When people like, so you're gonna draw. What do you do at uni? Do you just draw? And it's not like that. But
it's almost like putting it down when it shouldn't be. It should be like quite.
It should be celebrated, because if it's a passion of yours and you're interested and you're good at it,
and you can make money from it.
Exactly. Like why shouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
Not everybody's academically driven to be really good at maths or science. So you should just follow your passion and what you enjoy, and obviously what you're good at.
Yeah.
And I think our generation is a lot more opinionated and a lot more. Not set in our ways, but we kind of know what we want more, and we're not afraid to say, no, this is what I'm going to do. Like, no, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. as in parents, like, oh, you should do this. Like, no, this is what I'm going to do, and that's the direction I'm going to go in.
It's
a bit
like-
more headstrong, I think.
Yeah, it's like touching what you said. Parents, we have more support from our parents.
Yeah.
They want to give us what they didn't have
Yeah,
when they were
exactly.
younger. So they want us to enjoy our life and do something that we enjoy, rather than being stuck in something that we're not enjoying. Because like everyone says, you only have one life, so you just feel you live it to the most.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they don't maybe not understand but still supportive. I kind of rate that. 'cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't quite get it, which you wouldn't expect them to because it's a different
They're
generation
silently
now.
supporting us.
Yeah.
The back going the little cheerleaders at the back. So, who inspires you in the media industry? Like, who would you love to feature on your blog? Oh, Lord, you that one.
I love Gurinder Chadha because she broke so many barriers in terms
amazing,
of British
yeah.
Asian directors and stuff. It would just be so nice to, just pick her brains and what that was like, because she came through at a different time as well. So that would be cool for me personally.
Actually, she would be a good one.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I'm trying to think.
Anything?
But someone who was really inspirational, we had the Sikh, who was a plus size model.
Yeah.
We interviewed her, and it really touched with all of us, really. How she spoke, what it's like to be within the industry, being a plus size model, how people put you down, but you just have to lift yourself back up. And it was amazing of what she was saying. So that will be featured on our blog soon. So if you get the chance, it is a really good watch.
I think based on what Tanisha said as well, I don't think there's any celebrity out there who I would like, would love to get you on British Bindi. I think it's more about people who are inspiring, who've done something out of the ordinary, or they've stuck by their word, or
Who
never
can
really given
do
up.
something.
Yeah. So someone like Suk, you mentioned that we've done a video with Pam. Just people that are happy to stand up for what they believe in and continue and prosper and motivate and inspire others. And I think for me personally, I would be happy for our blog to always showcase those kind of people.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
anyone
It doesn't have to be a
celebrity
celebrity.
at all.
Yeah.
That's right then. I was hinting for you guys to say me. Lastly, any advice you can give to people who want to pursue a career in the creative industry, and specifically blogging? Like, what advice would you give them?
Just do it.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Just dive into it.
Just write down your
I like that.
feelings, your
Yeah.
thoughts and everything. Don't hold back, just do what you
Don't
think.
let anyone put you off. Don't let anyone
Yeah.
get into your head and be like, you can't do it, or you shouldn't, or it's not stable, or whatever. If you enjoy it, do it.
Yeah.
I think the hard thing is to start it off. And once if they do what Tanisha said, write down their thoughts, and like Jasmine said, just do it. Have your own site, or actually get it into practice. And once it's up and running, they will feel a lot more confident to let it continue, let it to grow. The hardest thing, I think, is to actually get up and start it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And what have you guys got coming up?
So currently I'm working on an idea with all of the girls, which is a series which is freedom and expression.
Okay.
So that's going to be featuring Pam with her dancing. We've got Suk with her plus size modelling. Jasmine's currently working on 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah. So we've got in touch with this really cool urban photographer. So we are planning a shoot. I won't say too much, but it's based on 7 Deadly Sins.
Okay,
So that's
sounds
in
interesting.
September. That's next month. Yeah.
Okay, and where can everyone follow you on social media?
On British Bindi, yeah.
Yeah,
In-
Twitter,
in Twitter,
Instagram,
Facebook.
The whole lot.
Yeah.
just British Bindi.
Okay, and lastly, I want to play a game with you because we want to let's get to know British Bindi. We're going to do a little bit Desi style. Obviously, we want to. Okay.
We love
So, I want your favourite Indian film, a classic Indian film.
Kuch kuch hota hai.
Good hota hai. Yeah, that's a good one.
Good one.
Gushi Kabhi Gum.
Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. Or Shah Rukh Khan.
Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam.
Okay.
So
Don't remember
Salman
that one.
Khan. I like Salman Khan in the 90s.
Kieran, any?
This is so hard because I have so many. I'm such a Bollywood head. I'm just gonna have to go Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. It just my heart says that.
Yeah.
Okay. Favourite Bollywood crush?
Crush.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ranveer Singh.
Okay.
I don't have
Because I don't have one.
Yeah.
Varun Dhawan. Yeah. I'd say.
Okay. Favourite Indian dish? Like, it could be home cooked, or it could be like wedding food. Like.
Oh, I do like Indian wedding starters.
They're amazing on
Yeah.
there. Always do the job.
And my BB is aloo paratha.
So you're aloo paratha.
Yeah, my BB is
How
aloo
about any of
paratha.
you lot?
I like probably chicken tikka.
Chicken tikka, yeah.
Yeah.
It does the job.
Paneer and gimma. I don't know which one I like the most.
Okay.
Paneer.
Paneer
Yeah.
does the job, doesn't it? So aloo paratha, what paratha are we having?
Maybe.
Okay, good choice.
I don't really eat paratha.
Do you not? Do
You know what? It's really bad. I don't really eat a lot of Indian food.
Okay. Yeah.
So whatever Tanisha said, I'll pretty much probably like.
Okay, we
that
call
too.
it plain paratha. Plain paratha.
Okay, plain.
Right, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. And good luck with everything in the blog in the future. I'm sure we've got a lot to see to come. I hope you guys enjoyed today's edition of Sikhs Media with the lovely British Bindi girls. I'll be back for another episode soon, right here on Sikh Channel. I will see you then.